All right. And we're 1 minute early. Oh, dear. All right, so today, in Aliens vs. Predator Classic 2000, we're finally going to be doing the oh-so-classic. Try to get the audio to work right. The oh-so-classic bonus levels. So this was a pretty interesting way of doing things. So you have your dedicated marine levels, and then you get to play many of the levels in the other campaigns. And the way they do that is they give you some sort of special ability, such as a jetpack or something like that. And if you don't actually complete the game on like the hardest difficulty, you don't get the best levels, such as, you know, the one where you have a goddamn jetpack. I remember reading the controls, and it's like, you get a jetpack. Oh my good, we get to fly around with the greatest of ease. And silver wings, I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't even think about it. Well, I guess that's kind of true. Okay, how do we fly? That's not fly. I'm using the controller here. Okay, you don't fly with that. That's that. I've got a dedicated taunt button, but not a jetpack button. That seems, the priorities are a bit strange in that regard. Okay, I need to stop dying. So let's actually go in here and see if we can't change the controls. What is the jetpack? I know the jetpack's a weird control, too. Jetpack is apostrophe. Let's see, what would be a good thing for the jetpack? Let's try that one. Gamepad or thumb. What is that? Is center view. Oh yeah, because we really need to be able to center the view. I seem to not be able to fly. That does not seem to work. Okay, so let's change that to A then, because it's like a jump, but we get to keep going. Alright, and... oh wow, I'm an idiot. I forgot to say use these settings. Okay, I gotta tell you, I remember back in the day, when I first got this game, like, when I was trying to run it on like a laptop that was not even remotely powerful enough to run this thing. Okay, image intensifier, not working too well. It is just pitch black. And if you think it's pitch black for you, it's even worse for me. Also, I love the fact... we're gonna get out of here. I love the fact that we died immediately, but what's even better than that is when you use the image intensifier, you can see the jetpack. And I just hurt myself like you wouldn't believe. I just broke 2 ankles. You're lucky to be alive, Private. Now, I remember this being a particularly difficult area to get out of. It's kind of like almost luck in some respects. Now, where do you get a jetpack? Shouldn't jetpacks, you know, like be standard issue? I'm gonna die. Actually, if they were standard issue, you know the grunts would just immediately, like, crash and die. That's not me being an asshole. You know it. If you're in the military, you know. You know. And I heard a face hugger somewhere. And I think I died and my corpse was face hugged. It's just, what a travesty. Keep heading up. Way to give me the greatest instructions. Okay, what we gotta do is we got to actually start using some sort of tactics. Like shooting at things badly. This is just not a good area to do this in. Even when I played this game like every day, I died a lot here. Because just getting to this point is just really difficult. And there's no good way to really do it. And if you don't land just right, our guy has like some absolutely terrible angles. 0.03%. Rocketeer versus Aliens. I actually wouldn't mind seeing that. The Rocketeer along with the Phantom. Those are 2 really underrated movies. God damn it. I think I set myself on fire and got face hugged. But yeah, the Phantom. That is and the game crashed. Wonderful. Alright, let's bring it back up. Then again, this is a game that is... oh my god, this game is 21 years old. It'll happen to you. It'll happen to you. Okay, so is this not gonna work right? It better. Okay, so I was hoping to do like all the bonus levels in one day, but that may not happen. Okay, let's Swap everything over to another monitor. There we go. After you referenced last week's Jade Empire. Jade Empire. I would do a video on that, but do you realize how long that would take? I did, however, get all the gameplay footage for Outer Worlds, which is a substantially shorter game. Goddamn Xenomorphs! Get away from me! It's just these little corridors. Okay, this is where we're gonna say— no, don't fall! Please, God, don't fall. Okay, let's go ahead and save right here. Because just getting out of there requires, like, the most pro MLG gamer moves. It's like, I do what we call a— hey, don't hiss at me. Napalm. I like the sounds of that. That should have taken out that bloody face hugger. What are these grenades for ants? This is why I'm gonna die. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Even as I jumped down there. And as of today, what's good is the AVP Primal Hunt video. Close to being done. At long last. I actually listened to the AVP 2 video. And I gotta say, my God, did that sound like shit back in the day. I was using an old Logitech microphone, and it was very crackly, to say the least. And in the space year 2021, I've gotta make, don't fall! I gotta make the reference. Look what they must do to get a fraction of our power. Because we gotta have, like, this highly advanced technological contraption on our back to fly around when a Xenomorph can do it naturally. That's the thing, like, Omni-Man is just a little too overpowered to a ridiculous degree. Like, seriously. Okay, we do not want to use that. How do I change weapons in this? There we go. Just give me the pulse rifle. It's, like, ridiculously overpowered for what he is, and... like, okay, I get it. He's supposed to be like Superman, and Superman is ridiculously overpowered, and yet, my thing about Superman and all the rest is, it's really obvious that the writers are just kind of bullshitting. Whenever you see them get taken down by something that really should stand no chance, I think his AI broke. It's like those, RoboCop zombies, able to even stop Omni-Man for, like, a second. It's like, that shouldn't be the case. Because, like, shouldn't Omni-Man be, like, 1,000,000 times more powerful than those things? And it's the same way with the Invincible character. It's like, wait a minute. How is he constantly getting his ass kicked? I get the idea of skill and all the rest, but I think it's bullshit. I mean, the show is good enough, but I think it suffers from the same issue as most superhero shows, where in order for there to be peril, you have to, like, reduce the power level for some of these characters. Local generator needs to be powered up to budge the lift. Alright, let's save. I do find it funny that a lot of people found that one girlfriend character to be really, annoying, when in all reality, I didn't really have a problem with that particular character, simply because, well, there are good people and there are bad people, and that is a bad person. So it's like, who cares? Although, to be honest, if I was in the position of the Invincible character, I would definitely just immediately go for the Adam Eve character, just because that's my type more than anything else. Fucking Xenos. Fucking Xenos. Well, at least we snackboard. New games are shorter because developers spend too much money in graphics. You got it. In one. Book recommendations. Darkstalker. Read Darkstalker. I just finished book 1 literally today, and it was absolutely groin-grabbingly transcendent. Other than that, I'd recommend the Korax book by Gav Thorpe. It's a book of short stories, but it's quite good indeed. Epilepsy. My one weakness. Actually, I don't have epilepsy. Epsilon. Chorus Corvax has got to be my single favorite Primarch so far. I mean, Lion— no! Come back, you fucking elevator! Oh, please don't. Oh god, no. Oh god. Oh god, no. Don't crush me, elevator. Come back, you bearded bitch. But anyway, the bearded lady aside. But yeah, the Korax book is quite good. I've not had a chance to read as much as I would like. Just haven't had that much time. Wow, that guy's just freaking out there. Well, I gave him a good cure-all. Actually, wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to go all the way up here? I think. Therefore I do not know for sure. And I was immediately face-hugged. It's just like the face-hugger is like the ultimate, like, proverbial fuck you in this game. Alright, so since we're getting close to the end, we'll save after we, pop down here. You bastard! Actually, I'm too hurt. Let's actually, reload the save. Now, this is where the level gets a little silly, though. Was everybody supposed to use a jetpack to jump down there? Fucking Xenomorph! Get off of me. No means no. He's got an arm off. It's just a flesh wound. Oh dear, it's just a flesh wound. Alright, let's zap down there. Get some episode. Go into seizures. This is where a controller kind of fails because I have to actually look up, and that's just not easy. Our weak-ankled Marine just... I am way too hurt for what I need to be right now, but let's see how far we can get anyway. Don't crush me, you goddamn elevator. Extremely repetitive. Did 40k go woke? Well, that's a good question. I am not 100% certain. I think some elements probably did. Okay, let's save. But I think by and large it's still okay. I read the latest 40k novel, Dark Imperium Godblight, which was pretty good. And I didn't really notice any wokeness there. I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to shoot those things or not. But as for the Aliens Fireteam book... Not book. My brain is tired. My face is tired. No, it just looks like that all the time. Aliens Fireteam, I have played a little bit of it. And I have to say, it is pretty mindlessly repetitive, but it's not as awful as it could be. I have reduced my expectations from wanting the second coming of Aliens versus Predator, like this game, to just, please don't let it be another, you know, Randy Pitchford abomination, please. I do not remember where we're supposed to go in here. Because I thought we were supposed to keep going. Oh wait, here it is, I think. It's one of these areas. It's... You kinda gotta search for it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's just wander around here for a second. Because, like, you gotta look up, and there's, like, one path and one path only, I think. Or maybe it's through here. Maybe. I wouldn't put it past the developers from having us have to go through these bloody things. And it's a good thing our Marine dude here has basically, you know, he runs as fast as an exosuit. Or maybe this is like Master Chief's, like, great-great-grandfather, and he's got, like, the Spartan .5 enhancement. Now, I'm just using a classic Xbox 360 controller. It's not ideal to use a controller on this thing. Okay, I went in a big-ass circle, because that's what we do. Okay, what did... Okay, Xenomorphs, I'm trying to read. Don't smack me with your tail, you bastard. Oh, that was a Praetorian. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do up there? Let's see. Top access block. Okay, local substations. And in the time it would take me to actually get out of the T menu, I would already be dead. Okay, so let's go back over here. I was right. We did need to destroy those things. Actually waste the little pistol here. There's actually a little bit of a canon discrepancy with the pistol, though. In the Colonial Marines Technical Manual, it's something that looks a lot like a 1911. I'm not really sure why the US, or the United Americas, would start using a 9mm 1911 like Spain. But hey, you never know. You never know. I imagine a futuristic space pistol would look something like a Glock and a Glock. I mean, let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, Glock has pretty much conquered everything for a reason. Kind of like the AR. I remember when I did that Colonial Marines comic book review saying, like, why are they still using ARs in the future? And, well, today I can see why. because the AR is not going away anytime soon. Just today oh crap! Aha, take that, fucking... And then get killed by a regular acid blood death. Games Workshop messed up somehow. Well, Games Workshop is basically taking away any and all fan content. Fan videos, fan 3D models, all kinds of stuff like that. They do not want any fans doing anything to the property. And, you know, like with anything, there's people that'll say that they're protecting their brand and stuff like that, but the thing is, it's really pissing off a lot of the fans, and what has to be remembered about GW and Warhammer 40k in general is that there's not that big of a fan base. There never has been, because they never really do much, advertisement, and a lot of people know about 40k, but not too many people play the tabletop game. You know, it's still very niche. It's a tabletop war game. Like, it is the nerdiest of the nerdiness. That's the Praetorian. Shit! It's not like Star Wars, where they have a lot of excess fans that they can just keep burning over and over again. Eat grenades. Who did I do? I totally meant to do that. I totally meant to do it. Even though I didn't kill him. But that did. Okay, how many saves do I have left? 1. But I think we're so close, but I've only got 8 health. Do I dare? No, I don't. Let's just be conservative, oh dear. Are there any Band-Aid boxes anywhere? Or Band-Aid bags? Door opened elsewhere. That's the story of my life. Something opened on the 7 portals. Hey, Xenomorph, you have no head. Wait, does this open up? Haha! Oh, I love how, like... It's like, haha! I totally was able to do the exact opposite thing you have to do in this level, because I'm smart! There's... go, just go! It's like, I have you now. Oh, wait, no, that's for the alien level! No! Oh, I hear him. I hear a Praetorian. I am so dead. Let's just let bygones be bygones. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was coming. Make the story your own to tell stories I want you to tell, or else. Well, it's not a matter of uncanonizing. It's like, if you have, say, a group that makes fan-made 3D printed models. Not like piracy, but actual, you know, just unique Warhammer 40k fan-made 3D models, that's been taken down. Because, GW hates you and, wants you to cease and desist. Star Wars never got that bad, but then again, Star Wars never had, you know, like a tabletop community all that much. Well, Star Wars is never about tabletop anyway. Although tabletop Star Wars games do exist. The West End Games, Star Wars RPG was very popular at one time. In fact, we have a lot to thank when it comes... We have a lot of thanks we should give to the West End Games, because the West End Games tabletop RPG actually informed a lot of technical details when it came to the Thrawn trilogy. Can you imagine that being a thing, ladies and gentlemen? An RPG actually, you know, helps writers keep stuff consistent. Because you know, that's the thing, that's the sad thing about Star Wars and just about any franchise that's science fiction or fantasy. It's like, oh, who cares about this nerd stuff? No one's gonna care if this detail's exactly right. It's like, now wait a minute, shouldn't you want to give your fans the thing they want? No, it's like, we don't need consistent power levels. It's like, but then again, power levels are never 100% consistent anyway, but still, like, consistent details. That's what made Star Wars so great, is that continuity. There was even a guy who turned against the fans fairly recently. I think his name was Leland Chi, if I'm not mistaken. He was supposed to be like the great continuity master guy. The Holocron Keeper, that's what he was called. And now, hates the fans, as you would expect. Because he wants that big Disney paycheck. Which I guess I can't blame him, but, well, you know, actually I can. Eventually, you know, pursuit of money kind of turns you into an asshole, I suppose. Okay, Zenies. Just stop. Just stop. Just leave me alone. Okay, and there he is. Rear rank, fire! See, you have to stop, plant your feet, and hope you can hit. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Rule 34. That's some of the best aspects of any franchise. And power levels are an interesting thing, you know. I think when it comes to certain characters, they would have an expectation of having a greater power level than, you know, another character. But then again, when it comes to pitting different characters against one another, you have to keep in mind that there's the narrative reason for them to fight and a narrative reason for them to have a victory. You know, you can't just have, you know, the Predator show up and snap Batman's neck. Nobody wants to read that, except for maybe some weirdos on Twitter. It's the same way as, like, if you had, say, a Xenomorph versus the Mandalorian. I've actually thought about this, since I'm a fairly big fan of the Mandalorian as a character, even if I don't really think the show is that great. Like, if you had the Mandalorian versus a Xenomorph, you know, if you were an asshole, you'd say, like, oh, the Xenomorph would win in 5 seconds. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to read that. What you have two things you can do with the Xenomorph. You can do the narrative thing, or you can do something along the lines of a cinematic thing. And the cinematic thing is what you want to do. And so my ideal Mandalorian versus the alien thing is this. What you do is you have one Xenomorph versus one Mandalorian. And how you make that work is you have to do some of the cinematic throwing. So whenever you see like a Terminator throw somebody or push somebody over, they kind of have to do that. They don't really have much of a choice. Because realistically, a Terminator is so powerful. Oh, get off my head, you bastard! Really? Really? Fuck you, game. Fuck you. That is totally unfair. Anyway, so what ends up happening with like a Terminator? If you have a Terminator fist fight a human, obviously it's going to win. But that's not particularly entertaining to watch. So you had to have the Terminator push around John Connor, because if he didn't do it, it'd be boring. So if you have a Xenomorph fight the Mandalorian, realistically the Mandalorian should have the situational awareness to just shoot a Xenomorph before he can actually do anything. Now, that's also boring for a variety of reasons. You want to see, you know, like an iconic character fighting another iconic character. So what you do with that is, you initially have the Xenomorph pick up and throw, bodily throw, the Mandalorian into a wall. Then, you know, you have the Xenomorph, like, pose for a second. You know, he's hissing and growling and all the rest. And what happens then is you die in the game. What happens then is he charges the Mandalorian. Now, the reason why the Mandalorian is bodily thrown is you have to get the Mandalorian to drop whatever projectile or long-range weapon he has. Because that's boring. You can't just have the Mandalorian shoot a Xenomorph. Because the fight's over too quickly and it's ultimately unsatisfying. So, once you've disarmed a Mandalorian, now he has to fist fight a Xenomorph. Not a good proposition, but theoretically, you know, the Beskar should help out. And so, what you initially have is a flurry of strikes from the Xenomorph against the Mandalorian. So, like, he's blocking with the wrist bracers, you know, then you have, like, the tail slide off of the Beskar chest plate. And then you have another bodily throw after that, right where the blaster pistol is, and then have him shoot the Xenomorph. You know, you gotta have a little bit of a fisticuff kind of thing, and then he shoots him, because, well, I don't care how good Din Djarin is, he's not fist fighting a Xenomorph, but it can't just be straight to the blaster. Unlike in real life. Now, like, if Denny had, like, his spear, that still wouldn't work, because... Actually, I guess you could work it in if he has his spear. Because the Xenomorph could, like, block some blows, but you have to have a little bit of blocking, because you don't want it over too fast. The biggest problem with the Mandalorian TV show is it really doesn't have a sense of peril for the main character. Like, what they did is they put in too many stormtroopers. The stormtroopers should be a substantial threat whenever they show up. And they just feel kind of, well, pathetic. And so, me as an audience member, I kind of feel bad for the stormtroopers because they can't do anything. They just kind of suck. Which was always just kind of... It's like, if you look in, you know, the original trilogy, the Stormtroopers still look like a threat. They still act like a threat, even if they can't hit anything. But in The Mandalorian, they can't do anything. They can't harm the characters at all. And so the way you can do that without wasting time on, like, the Wounded episode is all you need to do. All you need to do is have fewer Stormtroopers, have Mando get knocked around a little bit more, maybe have a sequence where fistfights work really good in movies and TV because it's more visceral than just a standard gunfight. And so what you really need is fewer Stormtroopers. You need a Stormtrooper literally just beat the shit out of Din Djarin once or twice. They kind of did that with the Dark Trooper, but then that was immediately kind of shit. That was immediately kind of invalidated a little bit later. Save. Just a little bit later. Where they were completely destroyed by Luke. I mean, that does show that Luke is pretty tough, but I suppose it's all a bit of a trade-off. But we should be more worried about Din Djarin than we normally are, because he should not be able to take on that many Stormtroopers by himself. Now, all the various thugs, okay, I can live with that. Let's see if I can hit this guy with a grenade launcher. Like, grenade launchers in games just are utterly worthless. Except for Quake. But then again, that was Quake. Did I get him? No, of course not. You can't wall walk because you're an asshole. You know, like, fighting random thugs is one thing, but fighting what are supposed to be well-trained troops... Looks like you made it. How do I breathe in space? I like how it's like, how am I breathing? Do I have, like, an environment suit on? I hope so. Alright, we got vaults. Didn't we already fight on the Farako? Or is that a different thing? Gateway and waterfall. We might just do this today. Predator infiltration detected. Oh, the auto-destruct level. I remember this. Oh god, this is gonna be, it's gonna be rough. Let's see, let me move this over here. There we go. Let's see, roll 34. 4 characters I like bother you. Yeah, I can understand that. In a hive city by the time. It's too late. That'd be kind of interesting. You must destroy the 4 liquid tanks in the basement. You have less than a minute! Oh my god, we're all gonna die! All will die! Oh dearie me, but yeah. The only problem with, like, Xenomorph stories is they often become just kinda the same. The problem is that goes by way too fast and I can't see what that says. Russell's minigun. Yep, he didn't make it. We've got like a minute, so we're probably gonna die. T 30 seconds! I don't remember where that is. I cannot recall. Oh, I think I know where it is. But we're going the exact wrong way, I think. Oh, we're screwed. Yeah, we are so screwed because this is not the right way. You know, I've had dreams like that where I've got to do something really fast and I'm not really sure what to do. But then, my subconscious is fairly kind when it comes to bad dreams like that because then it just lets me reload the save. No joke. I've actually had dreams, you know those traditional, you know, like nightmares where like you're falling or something? I've had those before, and since I've played video games so much, my subconscious will literally oh, I see that fucking pred. You're gonna get killed too, Predator! If you kill me, you die too! What are you, an idiot? I think the answer is most assured. Oh crap. Reload, reload, reload. I like how you can override that just by shooting that. Because that makes sense. I will continue talking as soon as the pred is dead. The one aspect that I really hate about a lot of the later Predator AVP games, including AVP 2, is so few Predators. I think there's a grand total of 2 in AVP 2, whereas we fight Predators all the time here. It's not necessarily that common. Dead. Not necessarily that common, but it's more than like twice in an entire game. I mean, I understand that like the Predators are supposed to be, you know, like husbanded for like the best time. Actually, hold on, let's see. Do I have any grenades? Yes. But turning them into a boss fight kind of like cheapens it just a little bit. I mean, who does he think he is? Are you really a boss, sir? Are you really? You're not indispensable. Actually, your AIs kind of suck. I like how he gets a combi stick, except we don't in this game. I guess it was too hard to program. Crap. Why are you running? Why are you running? Huh? Why are you running? Another problem. We've learned that the company owned and unarmed. There appears to be some blue. Oh God, I remember this. Oh, this is that kind of level. Why would he go alone and unarmed? Oh yeah, I guess you know why he would? Because I bet he's part of the great many times great grandson of a certain presidential individual. Only that people from that family line could be that idiotic. But anyway, we need not concern ourselves with such stupidity. But yeah, power levels and having major iconic characters fight one another. Realistically, you know, having like Batman and Superman fight should be a rare thing. It's like Batman v Superman just was a faulty premise from the start. And, you know, I'm more interested in like two good characters, you know, coming together to, you know, help fight a larger foe. Oh, I'm gonna get hurt. Yep. That floor just hurt my feelings like you wouldn't believe. Oh, crap. No. How does that even jam? How does it jam? I do not agree with the premise of the question. It's kind of like the whole Goku versus Superman kind of thing. It's like, I would rather Goku and Superman fight, you know, like a bigger villain, like, say, Darkseid. Because, I don't know, with Goku's power level, you know, the joke is like over 9,000, but Goku is remarkably powerful for what he is. And, I don't know, I think he's probably on par with Darkseid in some respects. Now that'd be an interesting crossover for that Injustice. Literally I'm not gonna make it to that idiot in time. I know I'm not because I do not remember where to go. Oh wait, no. Not there. Is it over here? No, but there's a face hugger. It's like going... This level is about... No, okay, we gotta be going mostly in the right direction, but there's one turn we have to make. Maybe it's over here? I do not remember, like, at all. We already went through this level before, but it's still a bit of a maze. Average Sonic fan. Oh dear. And hello, Turok Fireseed. Nightmare to watch something disturbing. Age of 7. Never been scared of them. Freddy or Jason? See, like, the Xenomorph has always kind of scared me, just because of how powerful it is. Freddy and Jason, I don't know. I mean, Freddy, yeah, to a certain extent. But Jason, not really. Because, like, just shoot him. It's like, oh, but he'll get back up. Once again, how does he get up if you've literally liquefied his kneecaps? It's like, okay, healing factor? Alright, I can understand that. Ah, there's the fucking Predalien. There's two Predaliens. I just finished writing about how your campaign sucked! I like how they don't follow me. I must have hurt their feelings. It's like, my campaign didn't suck. It was the greatest of them all. Thank you. And I'll take that. But yeah, the Xenomorph, it's like... That's one of those things where if you go... Depending on what continuity you go by, and I went in a complete opposite direction of where I need to go. I'm just gonna hide in my office. That sounds about like the right thing to do. But like, if you go by like the original novel continuity, the Xenomorph should be virtually unstoppable when it comes to small arms. Like, unless you have like, or I should say, if you don't have armor-piercing small arms. Because like the Xenomorph, the skin should technically be, in fact it's been written as, completely proof against soft lead projectiles. So unless you're shooting it with, say, M855 steel tip, you are screwed. Like, you shouldn't be able to kill a Xenomorph with a shotgun. And that's not necessarily contradicted by the films themselves. Hick sticks the shotgun in the Xenomorph's mouth. It's like, that's a blowjob. And that's how he blows his head off. So, Also, that one is also sexual. So, you know, with that in mind, that's a bit more scarier than a guy, you know, in a hockey mask. Now, like, Froderick is scary simply because he can invade your dreams and kill you that way. But I do wonder, like, if you had a particularly strong mind, would you be able to resist that? I think the thing about Freddy and all the rest is simply the fact that they go after teenagers. Some of the weakest-minded people in history, so... With that, you know, if you actually went up against somebody who was, you know, an adult, you might not be able to... Well, then again, it depends on what kind of adult. It really just... There's a lot of variables when it comes to that. Like, let's say, you know, Freddy went up against, say, Commander Shepard. He's not going to win that, I don't think. I found Child's Play to be kind of boring. Because, I don't know. A talking doll, just, it's like, really? Once again, just shoot him! You know, so many things can easily be handled by just shooting it. The proper application of lead. Speaking of the proper application of lead, my favorite topic, did a little bit of shooting today at the old rifle range, and I can tell you this, Stoner earned every penny that he got from making the AR-15 because I was able to get one MOA. One goddamn MOA, and I've not been able to do that with a AK or an SKS or anything like that. It's like, that's just a standard, you know, off-the-shelf AR-15 with steel case, cheapest ammo you can possibly get, and one goddamn MOA. I'm looking forward to doing that AR-15 video. But that's why I gotta say, like, I do recommend, if you're gonna get a rifle, just get the AR. Yeah, it's not as cool. God damn it. Cool in theory as, say, an AK, but it really is just fundamentally a better gun. I hate to say it. It just is. I mean, I guess the difference between the AK and the AR is the AK, it's not like with the AR you can bury it in, like, bury it underground for 20 years, dig it back up, squirt some motor oil on it, and have it work. The AR just can't do that, but the AK can, but then again, you get so much of a greater rifle out of an AR that it doesn't really matter that much. And if you're burying your firearms, you've got a lot more problems than one would like to admit. Fucking Xenomorphs. I will say this game is quite a bit harder than AVP2. Although not quite as hard as Primal Hunt. I'm like waiting for the acid just to disappear. See, that'd make things a lot easier in the film universe. I'm gonna die. Nope. 007 dead. Ah, yes, you see. But see, the thing is, though, the Taliban are quite a bit luckier than we are. They got theirs for free. Oh, and also their, select fire. That's the thing about the whole anti-gun thing. It's like, nobody needs this. Alright, then why did we literally arm insane terrorists with these firearms then? You know, just saying. Just saying. And, if just one insane terrorist has access to, select fire firearms, then, don't come for mine. Just saying. But then again, it's not like anti-gunners have a real logical argument. But anyway. It's like, why would taking something away from me, a non-criminal, stop a criminal? I'm just saying, it's like, oh, but they could steal them. Okay, what if mine doesn't get stolen? Well, you shouldn't want to defend yourself because, reasons. People be nuts, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder they drive like idiots. Let's see. Invaded the dreams of a certain government official. Probably! Or would be so frightened, he would never, like, mind jack ever again. Okay, this is why I hate this level, because there's always one door that I miss. Just kill it! Just kill it! Now, when it comes to Alien or Predator, I would actually say the Pred's a bit more, is a bit scarier than a Xenomorph. At least on an individual level, because the, Pred can think, whereas the Xeno cannot. We're gonna save here, even if this is probably stupid. Alright, let's ignore that. Just jump over him. Well, that didn't work out. G.I. Joe third-person shooter. Have not had a chance to play it since I beat the first level as Cobra Commander. Eventually I'll get back to it and give a review other than it functions and it's fairly fun and, well, it sticks to what appears to be the 80s continuity. 80s continuity is best continuity. And hello, Wise Dragon. I am currently stuck trying to figure out... This is where I could use a map. Wow, I was right there. I was right there. I was right there. It's like I planned it. Just be sure to don't tell anyone that it was complete blind luck. It wasn't blind luck. It was total skill. It's like that's why I just chugged like 3 monsters before I did this. Now, if a Xenomorph chugged a monster, would it die? Alright, Xenos. Shoot you with some monster energy drink and have you die of heart attacks. Actually, it'd be more dangerous to us since it'd explode in giant acid vomit. Okay, so thankfully we magically figured out where we're going. Oh, that's how they do it. You can see, look at that. It's dark and you can't exactly see that there's a giant hallway here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a right and proper middle finger coming from Rebellion. Very sneaky Rebellion. Goddamn acid blood. So yeah, being able to fight a Xenomorph, you're gonna need XM19 or XM18. Blech, I can't speak today. I'm just tired. M855, there we go. I don't know why I kept trying to say X. I'm thinking of XM193, but whatever. Which is primarily what I shoot. I like how the Xenomorph just kind of stopped. Your AI disappoint. Please don't shoot me, Sentry Gun. I am human. My name is Hugh Man. First name Hugh, last name Man. Okay, fucking Xenomorph. I just need more ammo. It's like real life. Okay, here is Joe Biden the 5th. Let's go ahead and save since he's like mostly alive. Why are you even here? I like how he turns around when I say that. It's like, why are you here? What are you doing? Am I supposed to do something? You know, you must clear the area of aliens and protect the head. Why is the head of the company here? Why are you here? Why do you need to be here? Why are you so stupid? You know, I can shoot him right now and save a lot of people the trouble, but oh well. I guess he wanted to make sure he got 2 stacks for the big guy, right? But anyway. Company wishes expresses extra half days leave. What an asshole! What an asshole! That's about like what you'd expect, right? Please tell me that's saved. Because of course the game crashed yet again. So, it looks like something happened with Windows 10 to make this game substantially less stable than it once was. Alright, let's... Yep. Well, you know what? I'm not doing that again. Joe Perpetrator, Farako, suspected Xenomorph special. So, I guess this is after the events of the Alien campaign, and so we gotta come here and try to figure out how everyone died. I think they were hacked and slashed because they had too high of prices. No, I am not mandated to wear a face mask or get a vaccine in the US. Now, it depends on where you live. In Texas, I'm just gonna straight up say nobody wears a mask. Or put another way, nobody at the gun range wore a mask. Looks like the power's off again. You'll need to trigger the local generators. Keep your eyes peeled. This actually reminds me a little bit of level in Dead Space 2, where you go through the Ishimura, and like it's all shut down. Dead Space 2 was pretty good. Dead Space 3, not so good. But then again, Dead Space is one of those sad franchises that EA just couldn't let survive. This right here is just a bonus level, and yet it's a pretty damn awesome level when you think about it. I mean, here you are, derelict ship, bunch of xenomorphs, you know. You could like make a whole game based around this one level. And what did Rebellion do? It's just a level. It's just a level where you've got a jetpack. It's not part of the main campaign. It's just fun. That is why I oh so miss the late 90s / early 2000s. The stuff they did back then with such little technological sophistication. It's just... It's sad that we can't have shit this cool today. I mean, especially when you... Everything is, like, sort of geared towards making a buck, which I understand is important, because you want to make sure your gaming company survives. But at the same time, if all you're geared towards is making a buck, then you're not trying to make a great game, you're trying to make something that will just generate profit over and over again. Once again, not a bad idea, but when all you want to do is just make lots of money, you're not trying to make a great game that will make lots of money. It's one of those things where I don't think they're going to realize how bad that is until there's another gaming crash. Because once again, you compare this to Fireteam Elite, which I think we'll actually take a look at, maybe even today. That way you can get some idea of what my opinion of is. But it's like, this one level here is pretty awesome when you think about it, just on the surface. And yet Fireteam Elite is literally just the same old... It's basically just Left 4 Dead, but xenomorphs. It's just a lack of imagination is the big issue. And I can understand it, you know. Left 4 Dead makes money, but it doesn't take that much effort to make things, you know, more memorable. Let's see. Oh, Australia. I think it had to be... Debating on the vaccine. Trying to mandate the G to wear a mask. Yeah, California. But yeah, you know, like the Australia. My heart does go out to y'all because holy shit! I actually have a friend in New Zealand. Had to get a special note from the government just to leave their house. That shit would certainly not fly here, that's for certain. Because, yeah. Americans are very stubborn when it comes to this whole freedom thing. And speaking of freedom, the Palmetto State Armory Freedom Barrel, very nice barrel, even if it doesn't have a very long life. It only lasts about 10k rounds, but goddamn, one MOA. One goddamn MOA, it's beautiful. When I saw that goddamn target, I was like, holy shit, that's the best shooting I've ever done, to be perfectly honest. And that was with a red dot in 90-degree heat. Like, I could barely see the target, and I was sweating like a goddamn... Well, I'd say sweating like a pig, but that's a bit of a overstatement. It's just sweating like you would normally in Texas. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, that whole vaccine thing, I mean... I don't want to... yeah, because YouTube, what it is. You'll see, like, COVID-19. This is our truth. So I won't get into that, but I will say it's a bunch of crap. I mean, it's a bunch of really good stuff. I mean, I fully support everything YouTube says. I worship... wait, Jack Dorsey's the Twitter guy. Whoever the fuck rules YouTube, I worship him as a god. I literally flagellate myself every night in his name. Or her name. I have no idea who owns YouTube, but... whatever. And yeah, well, there were already protests, legitimately peaceful protests, of people already pushing back against the lockdowns before any of this shit really got started in earnest. That's the thing. There's a difference between a riot and there's a difference between a mostly peaceful protest and an actual peaceful protest. But once again, we need not let that distract us from the greatness of this level, by which I mean I am utterly lost. Because, see, like, as a Xenomorph, I generally knew where I was going, but now I'm going backwards. It's like, you wouldn't think it. It's like, you're just going backwards in a level you already played, and yet, that's all it takes. I don't even consider this really lazy, because they at least set up a, plot reason for you to be here. They don't just start you off here. And it's not that much of a plot reason, but it's close enough. Okay, this goes nowhere. I remember these being this difficult. And green vision, if this hurts your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, it hurts mine just as much. We're all suffering together. Okay, so we already came out here. Maybe there's something here that I'm not seeing? Okay, so that is not a switch that I can toggle. Okay, so this must be nothing. This is where I'd like to just shoot the lights out. It'd be a lot easier. It's like, can we just shut the lights, like, all the way off? Like, just get rid of the emergency power? Okay, so I know I already went through there. Let's see, which is that? Okay, there we go. Okay, I know we were already here. There's nothing up there. So, let's see. That goes down to the cryo chamber. This goes in... These go somewhere... It's just a matter of finding the right wall orifice. That's what we're going to call them from now on. Wall orifices. We're not going to call them doors. Did I already come from here? I thought I came from here. Yep, I did. Now, let's see. Okay. The music's still going nuts, even though I've already killed everything. Alright, so... Nothing in here. This is almost where I would need to look at my own playthrough and see, like, where the hell did I go? Because I know I figured out how to navigate this bloody ship before. Okay. We're gonna go to the left. Oh dear. This goes... Now, did we already go through here? Or is this another one? Nope, here we go. Found it. Save. I don't care. Okay, finally. We are now on the path to destruction. Let's make our time. AVP 2000. Game Boy Vision. A mostly fun concert. Hi, here is Xenomorph. Oh god, not Duke Nukem Forever. I'm gonna have to stream that, aren't I? And I really don't want to because I hate Duke Nukem Forever. It has everything wrong with it. It has everything wrong with, you know, modern day gaming concepts. Like the fact that most modern day gaming feels like utter cringe in many respects. Because, like, that's what Duke Nukem Forever really is. It is cringy as fuck. It's like they're trying to understand why Duke Nukem was funny and failing miserably at it. And to think that that was created by 3D Realms after, what, 20 years? 20 years, and that's the best they could do? I know people still love it. They're fanboys. I understand. I understand fanboyism entirely, because I'm kind of one for AVP. Even some of the crappier games. Okay, goddamn Xenomorph. You know, Xenomorph, your levels are hard to maneuver. Okay, we already came from here. Well. Different praise. Oh my. Just do it, huh? Shia LaBeouf. Honestly, he was like a poor man's Will Wheaton. Or poorer man's Will Wheaton. Okay, so that doesn't go anywhere. Ooh, do I have to shoot that open? When in doubt, just shoot it open. Alright, and... there we go. I think. Is there anything in here? Wait a minute, I think there might be a vent I can jump into. And this ship is not what I would call particularly safe. If everything is locked down, how the hell would you get out? Unless you were a Xenomorph or equipped with a jetpack. See, this is how you get players to look up at the ceiling. Those barnacles just didn't do it for me. Okay, so... you gotta love... Can I shoot that, please? Before I start having seizures? Thank you. How does that help? How does it help, I ask you? Okay, let's go back in the Game Boy Vision here. See if I shoot that. What's the point of that monitor anyway? I'm just gonna keep complaining about the game till I figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go. Alright, I am not... It's one vent that I probably walked past about 5 separate times. Alright, so... there's a Xenomorph. And he's just freaking out over there. Yeah, you do that, dude. Okay, so I guess we'll be doing the bonus levels. Okay, now... That's where we came from. Now, don't tell me that we have to go back in there. I might just give up and try this again later. Or is it in here, I wonder? No, there's nothing up here. And you can't get to that little tube. Yes, I have played AVP and multiplayer. I played about like 40 hours of it about 10 years ago. It's pretty good. Although, I have not played it in a very long time. There's even supposed to be a mod that gets this to run in, Did it already come from here? Yeah, I'm starting to get kind of annoyed. So, well, we'll just have to come back and do this later. Because I quit. I literally give up. That's gonna happen a lot with some of these missions. Because this is meant for people who are actually good at gaming. Okay, so there's... Let's go try Gateway. I'm sure I'm still gonna get lost in this as well. It's like the Xenomorph levels as the Marine are annoyingly difficult. Okay, let's bring this over here. Bring that over there. Alright, there we go. Thinking about playing that. Yeah, the 2001 version looks pretty good. And the game literally just crashed again. Because why would it not? So yeah, we'll try to blast through the last 2 of these levels and see what we can do, but goddamn, I remember these being pretty difficult. Now, if you want to see me actually complete all of these Sans 1, I already have a Let's Play of this up on the channel already with the graphics mod. But trying to do this live is not an easy prospect. Let's bring that over there. Bring this over here. Please don't crash. All aliens pull back to the bottom deck. So we went top side. Now we gotta go bottom side. Oh my. Top or bottom? Depends on that mood that day, I suppose. But they are so confusing. All the corridors end up looking alike and they seem somehow darker. I wonder if this one's gonna be any easier. Oh! Don't fall. I hear you little bastard. Yep, I heard him. Now, if you wanted to make a good Left 4 Dead styled Aliens vs Predator game, all you'd need to do is just rip off one of the greater aspects of Left 4 Dead, where you can play as the various infected. You know, I think multiplayer actually the multiplayer for this game already has that, where you, well, not this game, but AVP 2, where you can actually play Xenomorph Lifecycle and actually have a human controlling the facehugger. It's actually, from what I recall, a decent enough gameplay type. But what you'll see with Fireteam Elite, it's not exactly... Don't die! I like how the bullets don't hurt me. Because that makes sense. Don't fall! Don't! Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Oh, let's just fly through the air with the greatest of ease. Why is there a pred alien here? I'm not even gonna fight him. I'm just gonna run. If this works the way I think it's gonna work. Actually, let's save. Crap. Okay, I thought that was the pred alien. No, but there he is. There they are. The grenades seem to do nothing. The grenades, they do not. I thought I was out of ammo for a second. I like immediately started panicking. Should I kill him? Eat grenade, you bastard. I think you have to like hit him with like 5 of the things. Come on, shred him. Shred him. Alright, goddamn, really? After all that, I got killed by a goddamn drone? It's a good thing I saved at least. Yeah, stop hopping around, you assholes. And yeah, the movement is very fast. It's not as fast as Doom, but it's substantially faster than your average modern first-person shooter, and quite a bit faster than AVP2. And even though AVP2 is still pretty fast. Alright, come on. We'll kill him via blood loss. I still got 95 health. I'm actually not doing too awful. God damn it. I say that, and down to 41. Okay, let's save. That's a waste of a save, but why are there 7 fucking Xenoborg? You know, that's a very poor design when your enemy literally just has to, you know, dodge around him. Corporate scientist, am I right? And now my phone is going off. Actually, let's go kill it. Maybe we have to do that to progress. So, how is this better than, you know, exoskeletons and stuff like that? When literally all you have to do is just shoot it with an anti-tank rocket. And then it melts into the ground. I'm just saying. There's a lot better designs they could have come up with than that. Okay, now what the hell? Ah, there, that's what I thought. Oh, I'm gonna die. Nope, nope, I'm still alive. Shit, do I shoot that? Nope, don't shoot that. We are gonna save. I'm gonna waste one of the saves here. Okay, so do that. Nope. Shoot that, maybe? No. Nope, none of that does anything. Xenomorph Predator hybrid. What about that? And yes, the original Alien film was supposed to be horror. Most nimble face hugger, yeah, they just jump around like you would believe. And yeah, you can play both AVP1 and AVP2 co-op, but yeah, they don't work very well. Okay, so let's go down that elevator and pray that we don't die immediately. Yeah, don't give me that grenade launcher. That grenade launcher is good for one thing, and that's blowing your ass up. Whoever designed it was an asshole. Today on Forgotten Weapons. It's the clone of Ian McCollum. Actually, in the Aliens universe, you could have an android of Ian McCollum, believe it or not. Oh crap! Fuck! Eat! Oh crap! No! And then I died from falling damage. I died the way I lived, falling in a pit. Yeah, you could have like an android clone of Ian McCollum, though. As of one of the books, I believe it was Music of the Spears. Literally, old celebrities were resurrected in android form to continue playing for their corporate overlords. That book was weird, though, because the whole point of the novel was to make a Xenomorph sing. I'm not even joking. I do not know what drugs they were smoking when they came up with that, but I want some. Well, no, not really. Okay, let's just keep running. Just keep running. That way we can at least complete this. Aha, you thought you could get me. Run! Discretion is the better part of valor. Evidently not. Ha! Evidently it was. Okay, so we successfully completed Gateway. Let's go ahead and do Waterfall. And then we'll go take a look at Aliens Fireteam Elite, and then next week... Actually, no, I'm not going to be doing a live stream. Go out there and kill things. I like the sound of that. Be nice if games actually remembered what that was all about. Let's see. OG Alien Films, Kid Horror Film. Looked at my... There's a switch in the medical room. Had a... In the... You know, Silver Wings, you're going to make me play that, aren't you? Okay, we'll go back to... And this is also the only level where you find other humans. They're either all dead or dead. Which I think is kind of interesting. You can notice their AI is not very good. I think it was the only human you come across as the Marine. It's kind of like how poor Isaac Clarke, he never actually gets to interact with other humans in any of his games. It's like they're always behind some pane of glass or something like that. Yeah. It's like, and then you trying not to shoot your own gun. I think there's a predator in here. I think. Because that sounded like he got his head cut off by a pred. Can I have a jetpack, please? That'd be really useful against a predator. I'm gonna die. Yep, I knew it. Alright, we'll go back to Farrakho later. Protecting the... Now, where did the Xenomorphs come from? Why are they in Waterfall? I just realized that. Did the Predator let him out? I imagine that asshole would do that. Okay, phone, why are you bothering me? Twice. And, okay, I'll check that later. I am so dead. I blame the phone. I blame both of you who texted me. You know who you are. How could you? How could you? How are we supposed to save the world? And I don't have any of the saves for Farrakho, so that means I got to actually look around, but it's not as bad as it could be. Hello, Xenomorphs. I'm just gonna run away. Discretion is the better part of valor! Oh my god, what are they doing? I am probably gonna die in like 5 seconds because, I like how the 3D models are just freaking out here. Okay, let's just stay away from the acid. Just grenade them. It's a good thing they sink into the floor. Please let there be a health. Of course not. Of course not. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over here and we're gonna save right there. Give it its own slot. And die immediately. That's the best plan. Anime Steam Path. Oh. Oh, Animu. Speaking of Animu, looks like there's going to be a Cowboy Bebop live action thing, and they're worried about the male gaze. And I accidentally reloaded the wrong save. Brilliant. But yeah, Cowboy Bebop, gotta avoid the male gaze. It's like, the male gaze concept, it's like, it's so stupid, you know? And it's one of those things where it's only a bunch of Twitter weirdos that even really have a problem with it. Please tell me there's gonna be a health in there. It's where we gotta actually pretend like we know how to play video games. Like, half of my bloodstream is filled with monster. Okay, let's just wait for him to melt into the floor. Come on, there you go. Yep, there's a health right there. Totally planned it. Get out of the way. Save. Save. Save me. It's like, why would you not make Faye Valentine attractive? I mean, the idea that women shouldn't be attractive, isn't that necessarily sexist? I mean, it would kind of have to be. It'd have to be like, well, I mean, if someone's attractive, they're less, I guess, official? They're less, you know, respectable? I don't really know where these people came up with some of this stuff. It could be that they all are a bunch of people that have horrible mental illnesses. Dude, you suck. Oh god, no! And if you get set on fire as a human, you are dead. You might as well just reload the game. Because there's no way you can put yourself out. Sorry, fellow Marine, I don't want to shoot you by accident. And your AI kind of sucks and you're already bleeding. I mean, we all gotta die sometime, right? And there's nothing wrong with finding a female attractive. I mean, you can respect somebody and find them attractive. I mean, why would you not? Dude, why are you standing in the acid? Who hired these people? Next, you're gonna tell me they're gonna start, you know, trying to open crate lids with their M16 barrels. Oh wait, that happened in real life. You see why, you know, Forgotten Weapons talks about— oh crap! I don't care if I almost killed myself. It's better to die than become a xenomorph. Better dead than red, or better red than dead. Oh crap! Shit, 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 shit! Grenade! Grenade! Fucking xenomorphs! Run, run! Good luck, dude! Oh crap! Well, I died as I lived. Yeah, it's like one can enjoy the old TNA and still respect the female character. I mean, just look at Dunya. Look at any female, like even Ripley. You know, Ripley is not exactly what one would call the most attractive female ever, but well, unless you're me, because I happen to find, you know, the strong, independent female to be very attractive. So it's like, you can still have respect, but then again, if you are, you know, a Twitter weirdo, then anyone that looks better than you is automatically a threat. Even though no one's gonna voluntarily mate with a Twitter weirdo, so there's that. Okay, you goddamn face hugger. You would think there'd be, you know, some fragmentation off of that, but no. Brilliant. See, that's how the Twitter weirdos act. They're just face huggers, you know? Because let's face it, you know, some of the most popular, you know, heroines were attractive. And that's just the way it goes. And the idea that that's somehow wrong, well, for one, people aren't going to do it. Because, you know, females still want, you know, mates. Regardless of whether or not Twitter likes that idea or not. And so, chicks are still going to dress provocatively. It's actually rather, I actually have a fairly, not a unique perspective, but I have a rather broad-based perspective when it comes to chicks that are sort of like tomboyish or girly. To be perfectly frank, I enjoy the more girly women myself, but just because someone is girly does not necessarily mean that they're, you know, not into science fiction and fantasy and stuff like that. I think that's very much a boomerism in many respects. That, you know, your girlfriend's not gonna like, you know, Star Trek. Fucking face hugger, I want to just, Because it is a boomerism, and it is a Twitter weirdo kind of concept, too. It's kind of funny how those two kind of, intersect. It's like the girliest girl I ever dated literally would paint her toenails whilst watching Star Trek. No joke. And, well, specifically Star Trek TNG. And it's like, well, that's just kind of how it goes. I mean, people are gonna be people. They're not stereotypes. Some people are, but not everyone. Fucking facehugger! Action wardrobe still looks close enough. I have not actually done that. Where's that fucking facehugger? Yeah, fuck you, asshole. I've not actually paid that close attention to her wardrobe. I've just been looking at the, drama. I think that's destroyed quite a few films and TV shows before they get released. It's just the pre-release drama from Twitter. I think Twitter was a mistake. Okay, first, kill the facehugger. You know, dude, if you were actually good at anything or had more than a pistol, you'd be helpful. Okay, first, fucking burn him! Good luck, dude! Whoa, he actually blew that guy's head off. Good job, AI. Could have done without you. Give this AI a medal. I bow in your name. Actually, no, I'm not gonna bow like that, dude. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not into that, you know. Okay, let's go ahead and not waste that last save. I don't want his sacrifice to be... we'll go ahead and save. We're close to the end of the level anyway. Ah, we got a pred. Oh, we got some Pred aliens. Oh, crap. My last mag. No, I got 3 mags left. Can I get some steel case, 10mm? Dude, what were you doing? What were you doing? Trying to surrender to him? Oh, fall damage death. Some of the companies there are actually failing. Yes, DC is dead. Down, it's like he dedicated to being a stereotype? Wow. Mag would stop a Xenomorph. Well, the thing is, the 44 mag, when it comes to armor penetration, you do have the issue of you need something to be stronger than what you're shooting at. And so the big issue with shooting a 44 mag projectile at a Xenomorph is that it would likely be soft lead, which means it would probably just, you know, flatten on impact. You would need an armor-piercing projectile to get through its armor. Projectile. I speak good. And jump. Alright, pistol dude, you can do it! He didn't do it. Okay, don't fall, don't fall! Go, mighty sentry gun, go! Don't attack me, Pred alien. I'm clearly not as big a threat as the sentry gun. But the whole idea of, like, the male gaze is where they're starting to make female characters in games substantially less attractive and things of that nature. It's like, that's just not going to help sales in many respects. And it's just an annoying concept in general. That dude has one nice hat. A predator! A predator. Would you like to have a seat? No, don't die! I got cocky. I like how the Xenomorph is still coming after me. Burn him! Burn him! Cleanse the unclean! Cleanse the Xeno! Grenade the Xeno. Oh, crap. Chest high wall, don't fail me now. Please tell me I have at least another grenade. How many grenades can this guy take? Oh, shit! Yeah, if you don't kill... If you let that guy, do his Aloha snack bar, everybody in the level dies. Alright, so we'll go ahead and go back to Farako and try it again. Ugh. My hands are dying in the name of art. Except the game crashed again. What the hell? Oh, go away, Steam. Nobody likes you. They made a bunch of MK11 looks like... Yeah. That's the thing. Well, just look what they did to poor Tila in, that He-Man abomination. Dress in a modest way and still be attractive. See, that's the thing, though. The reason they want the character dressed in a more modest way is because they think they're doing something heroic, you know? They're not doing it for the sake of it. And that's sort of the problem. It's not exactly a, altruistic thing that they want to do. Do you have an endo and extra? To be perfectly honest, as a child of the 90s, the sexier the better, in my opinion. But that could just be me. I am from the Duke Nukem generation, after all. And that's not necessarily because I'm the sex-assed, it's just, you know... A female is going to be more attractive than a male. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be. It's natural human biology. You're not going to be able to fight against that. And nor should you want to. I mean, if anything, the whole idea... What's kind of funny is you look at it historically. Originally, women wanted to be able to dress however they wanted to dress, you know, which was as sluttily as possible. Now, it's gone the other way. It's just rather amusing how history is, shall we say, just a little bit cyclical. And it's actually kind of funny how you do have the Twitterites and regular people kind of like going at it with one another. You have some on Twitter saying that women should not dress in any way, dress like males, which you're not going to get too many people to do willingly. And and there's other people that want to go the other direction and dress really, really slutty. You know, so it's like one extreme to the other. Which is par for the course in the space year 2021. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with any of that because I'm an adult and, yeah, that's not my fight. And if Cowboy Bebop is going to be really crappy or really cringy, I don't care. I got the original anime. I'll just watch that. Alright, and I think we already went through here. Actually, I probably should go ahead and save since I'm at 69. Oh my... Actually, let's grab the health real quick. Since we're at 69 health. Alright, let's take a look here. Now, I think... I'm probably gonna... No, we're not gonna get lost. Logically, it's right over there. Fucking Xenomorph. You don't swipe at me. Don't snap at me. That was not the best move I could have made, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm only human. Level at 3 minutes 29 seconds. Not bad, Silver Wings. Not bad at all. Now I'm going on like no sleep. Really, I walked past this thing I don't know how many goddamn times. Save. I don't care how hurt I am. I don't know how many times I'll walk past that. I'm gonna blame the heat. That's a perfectly good excuse. It was 90 degrees today. You should have seen that AR-15 stock covered in sweat. Just absolutely coated in it. And I've got like a sneeze coming on. That sneeze has been brought to you by General Lotz for all your sneezy goodness. No, I said sleazy goodness, not sneezy goodness. Alright, so where the hell do we have to go now? So we gotta go talk to Mother. Although I heard she's a right bitch. But then again, I guess Ripley could be a bit biased about that. We need to fill out a bias incident response. Ripley's sexist. Who'd have thought? Actually, no, I don't think she's sexist. Please tell me I'm not out of ammo. Okay, we've got a flamethrower and a rocket launcher, which is worthless. And one pistol. Do I have the double pistols? The lighting in this is absolutely beautiful right now. I mean, it's dark and we're only lighting it up via muzzle flash. That is a bit more aggressive than it probably would be in real life. Two switches. I already got them. The law of twit and I understand that. Let's see. Death Note live action. Okay. So Death Note, the live action film. I know that Death Note fans hate that movie. That is the only exposure I've ever had to Death Note. That's it. That's the only one. And so I think that's the equivalent in many respects of like your only exposure to Star Wars being Rise of Skywalker, but at the same time, I gotta say, I didn't have that much of a problem with Death Note the film. I mean, I know, it's gotta be awful for anyone who is a fan of that. But I mean, it was entertaining enough. I will admit, I just kind of liked William Dafoe as the random demon guy, which I guess has more significance in the anime/manga. Or is it manga? Wait, what does Scaramanga have to do with anything? But that's the only experience of Death Note that I've ever had. Never seen anything, never read it. I'm not a big fan of, like, manga. It's just not my thing. It's just not the kind of... There it is. Too bad I'm, like, really hurt. So I'm kind of, like, screwed. I don't really want to save, and yet I do at the same time. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and miss something right in front of me. Okay, what we'll do is we will save in another one of these save slots. And just slide down here. And that's not the right place, but whatever, we're close enough. Okay, so we got the power back on. We took the power back. 007. That's my kind of health. Best lighting. And hello, Hoodie Man. Easy choice, and the actor put it. I know the main character of Death Note is a guy named Light. Light. Oh, what was his name? Light Yagami, I think. And the guy that. The only thing is, though, nothing in Death Note can be quite as scary as having it be set in Seattle. I can think of no city worse than that other than maybe Portland. Okay, I think Mother is further back up the ship, if I'm not mistaken. And I very well could be. Or I could die immediately because I've only got 007 health. Oh, crap. Get back, beast! Oh, crap. No, don't use that! Well, I killed him, but I died from the acid. The whitest white guy in the history of anime. Oh, I bet that pissed off. I bet that probably pissed off a few people at Netflix, especially these days. Well, I didn't mean to go over here, but, well, that works. We'll just have to go back there. The biggest problem I always have had with, like, anime and manga is it just doesn't really have the appeal to me personally, because it usually is a little more kind of out there in many respects. Although I did discover, 2 animus that I'm going to watch when I get the chance to, and that is, I'm out of ammo. I am completely out of ammo. That's never happened to me before. So this is what we're gonna do. Circle strafing jamboree. Well, not for long. Dock 2. Now actually getting there is gonna be tough. How you can do this in 3 minutes, I have no idea. I'm lucky doing that in 30. Well, maybe not 30 minutes, but still. How long have I been going? Of course it doesn't say. And dead. I blame everything but me. But yeah, Royal Space Force. Looks kind of interesting. I mean, it's, okay, well, we got a smart gun, so that's a better idea. Royal Space Force. Basically, it's a 1980s anime where this guy wants to join something, but he can't be a pilot, so he becomes an astronaut? This is where, like, anime just kind of loses me. It's like, wait a minute, he can't be a pilot, but he can be an astronaut. How does that make sense? I mean, I guess the Japanese are more imaginative when it comes to some of this stuff, but to me it's like, wait a minute. If you want to be an astronaut, don't you have to be a pilot first? And like the best pilot ever to do such a thing? But I guess to them it's like, why not? Alright, so we are just dying like a lot here. I should have brought more water. And don't even get me started on some of that shonen anime, like with ninjas and crap where they wear like bright orange. It's just, I don't know, I think I'm too much of a Bakugaijin to really appreciate that. I don't even really like Avatar. In fact, I've never even seen it. I just know it's a thing. That's another one of those little franchises that I was the target audience. I've got 1 health. I might as well just kill myself. But you know what? I don't listen to that kind of music anymore. Oh, crap. Yeah, here they come. Let's just shoot it anyway. Because why not? Yeah, I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to waste everyone's time, including my own. See, the big problem with Fireteam Elite is the fact that the Xenomorphs in that game are not nearly as scary as the ones here. Because they're not nearly as much of a threat. Like, in the slightest. Okay, now where the hell are we trying to be? I'm just hoping I randomly come across some health. Yep, am I gonna set myself on fire? Nope, but I'm still gonna die. End of Evangelis. Suicide, the movie. Yeah, suicide is painless, right? Evidently not. I've never seen Evangelion, although I do love the, I used to pronounce it Evangelion, just to be an asshole, but I've never seen it, never seen that. I've listened to the intro on many occasions, especially the Propane Evangelion. And that's about it. DBZ, also just can't really appreciate that. I watched it as a 12-year-old, and even then I thought it was kind of crap. So yeah, I'm just evil, you know? Just evil like that. Alright, let's see if we can't try and survive. Let's try to play here. Okay. Yeah, I hear him. I hear you, Xenos. That leap attack. That leap attack, though. Oh, crap. Just shoot him. I like how that only kills the front one. And slash to the back. Intelligent central conflict is not a physical fight. Literally the smartest guys in the class try to outsmart each other. Honestly, that doesn't appeal much to me. It just sounds kind of stupid. I mean, I understand the nature of, like, Death Note. It's like, who is the... whatever the hell that guy's name is. I think it starts with an M. And it's like, okay, but why does the Death Note even exist? And why would demons tempt people with that? I went the exact wrong way again. I'm, like, starting to get really pissed off at this game. These bonus levels, man. Did I do it again? Doesn't matter. Already dead. Unique art style. Yeah, it does look kind of generic. Code Geass. I know the name of all that stuff, but I've never actually seen it. I've read about it, but I never actually sat down to watch it. To me, when it comes to, like, TV and stuff like that, I hate watching that stuff by myself. And I don't really have a watch partner at the moment. So I just haven't really watched as much TV, and usually when I do have someone I can watch it with, I'll rewatch Star Trek, Stargate, and all the stuff I already know. Although, sometimes I'll end up being introduced to new stuff, like, for example, that weird World War I anime named, I can't remember what it is now. It's about a chick who, like, gets programmed to be, like, the ultimate killing machine, and she, like, feels bad about it. Whatever that one is. It had a guy in thigh-high boots for some reason. It was a very strange show, but it was okay, I guess. That's all I can really say about most anime, is, like, it was okay, I guess. It wasn't like, you know, watching Star Trek or something like that. Something that I actually like. Or like Cowboy Bebop. It's actually rather amusing to go back to some of these older animes and realize just how low frame rate some of that stuff is. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to go this way. Right back out there. That'll get us back to Mother. And maybe we'll be able to finish this level sometime before I'm 38. Or 45. I'm too old to be 9mm, though. You just say I have 9mm plus P. That's the best joke you get. When I'm constantly being killed. Now, did we go over this way? I honestly don't remember. I think this is just an empty corridor. Yep, that is exactly what it is. Okay, and so that was there. And so what we want to do is we want to try not to die. Despite being blinded by, like, literally everything. And see, that's how you lose it. It gets on top of you, drops down behind you, and kills you. Saga of Tanya the Evil. Grim Reaper character got bored and dropped the Death Note on Earth for something to do. That sounds like a Japanese thing. Oh, that reminds me of another weird Japanese thing I saw a number of years ago now. Once again, don't remember the name of it, but it's like these people died and they're at this high school, right? And like they're trying to kill somebody because they're like, I don't really remember the central tenets of the plot at the moment. I watched the entire thing and I'm still not sure what it was supposed to be about. A lot of anime seems to take place at a high school. Not really sure why. It seems kind of weird to me. But it had something to do with they were at a high school, but everybody was dead, and they didn't like some character because she did something. Okay, fuck the game. I'll play this later. I will literally do that level later. That is the one level I'm just gonna be fucking stuck on the rest of my life. Okay, we will actually launch Fireteam Elite and see just what it's like. Actually, I've already played the first level, and I can tell you it's pretty generic. The only thing that was kind of interesting about that particular anime was simply the fact that in the first scene, you see this character with an FG-42 for some reason. It was the weirdest thing ever. I don't know if it's Corpse Party or not, but what I do know is it was weird. Oh, I almost had it. Like, I think it's the name of, like, this character who, like, is trying to shepherd the dead or something. It was... Japanese stuff is weird. Not gonna lie. It's just weird. It is not for Baka Gaijin, such as myself, to understand. Alright, let's launch that and hope it works. FE. But that's not AVP. Do the old capture specific window. Hope it works. Probably won't, because usually I have to do the screen capture to make these things actually work. And the answer is... doesn't look like it is. Not sure why. It's like, this is just running Unreal Tournament. Okay, doesn't look like that's gonna do what I wanted to do, so... Alright, well... If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Okay, where is that? Let's move this over there, like so. Actually, wait, no, we want this to be there. Okay. So here is Aliens Fireteam Elite. Have not played too much of it. As you can see, traditional third-person shooter. Graphics don't look too awful. But when we get to the gameplay, we'll definitely see that's just kind of generic. We got people trying to listen to a radio of generic. Vote for the 2,202 Assembly elections. Why would they need to put up the ranks? Wouldn't they know that already? Now we have a little hub we can go to, which is kind of interesting. It's different. Now, okay, I'm trying to remember how to actually get to an actual mission. Controls aren't too bad. I mean, the actual combat, as you'll see, will be just not all that satisfying. Hey, dude.
Here's a speech. Pay attention.
Also, we can see that he does not have lip flaps.
Neither of us want you to become number 7. When you boarded, you got 4
basic field kits.
Solid armat based on the missions you complete.
What can I get from you? Oh yeah. Sell recreational gear? I've not seen this.
For the equipment, you can requisition new weapons.
Yeah, okay. This is yet another one of those conceits where you buy weapons, even though in real life you just get issued what you get issued. Although, as far as I know, I almost thought that was it. I think this is a female. I think. But they don't make it easy on you.
I wish I could give you some extra training. You and me both. Let's do this.
I think that's a female. I'm not sure. Like, I thought that was a guy with a man bun. Why would I have to join a queue?
Hanaker is somewhere up on Katanga's mainframe decks. Looks like he's been searching for a safe place to hide from all the Xenos
whatever.
Aboard.
So, this obviously is based around multiplayer. So it's like, you don't just join a mission, it's completely like, it's just completely geared towards that. And it's only a 3-player kind of thing instead of 4. You can definitely tell that this game has a very low budget, but they used it well. Now, I'm not sure if it was worth it, but they used it well. Is this played with friends? Yeah, it's one of those things where you can tell it's definitely supposed to be for, you know, multiplayer. or something like that. The bots are good enough, but still, the gameplay is perfectly all right. And I wonder, I really do wonder. Yeah, you didn't know. Stop interrupting me. I'm trying to mention something.
He's in a radio dead zone. Patch into the
Yeah,
local
why would there be a
network.
radio dead zone on the ship? Anyway, this beta male over here looks a lot like the genetic infantryman from Rogue GI. I wonder if they knew what they were doing, or if it's just a happy accident. Now, you know, you got like chest-high walls here, but it's like you're fighting xenomorphs, not people. Now, maybe you do fight people eventually, but I don't know. When we finally do get to fight some xenomorphs, you'll see that it's just... Yeah, there's one. And as you can see, it's just like we just shoot them and that's it. Compare that to what we were just playing. Oh my god, could it be a boomer? Okay, boomer. It's like, you know, you got your boomer, you got your, you know, there's a hunter that will fight, although he doesn't sound like Hitler. My modded L4D sounds a lot better.
Hanaker, you read?
Hanaker is from the book prequel. He's the only character that survived.
You'll have to go through the network security room.
This, of course, looks a little bit like Alien Isolation. Oh my god, it is very hard to shoot the Xenomorph. It's like that's cool and all, but like look how little damage I took compared to what we were just playing, you know. The xenomorphs have very thick blood, somewhat reminiscent of Alien Resurrection. Movement speed is pretty slow. You know, you got the 2-weapon rule, which isn't too bad, but
I locked down the deck. The override's in network security up in the ops center.
But effectively, the gameplay just kind of comes down to, you know, it's just very cynical in many respects. It's like they ticked all the boxes. I don't know why they have those big red X's, because they look really cheap. It's like you can almost see like the jagged edges on them. A lot of banging. Oh my.
Just stay frosty.
Yep, there's the line. Say the line, Bart. Ah, there you go. You see, you gotta have the purple loot. It's like, I want epic loot. How about I want epic, go fuck yourself.
I can see you on my monitors now.
I have not reviewed it.
Wait, xenomorphs heading to you.
There's xenomorphs heading towards us.
Handle it.
What? I never would have guessed that there were xenomorphs in video game. I'm just being a dick right now for no reason. I mean, and it's... The problem is, I want to kind of hate the game, and yet... I don't know. It's competently done. It's got xenomorphs. They do xenomorph activities. There's too many, really. Were there that many people on this station? I guess that's the thing. My fundamental issue with the game, and it's more just from a logic perspective, there's too many xenomorphs. Now, since this is a horde game, I understand that. But, you know, in terms of aliens, it's like there shouldn't be that many. Each one of those aliens had to come from some body. Were there that many people on that station? You know? And they're just not that dangerous one-on-one. Especially when you compare it to, you know, AVP-1 or even AVP-2. It's just too easy in many respects. Now, if you put it on a higher difficulty, okay, but still. And it's like, get away from me, boomer. Your boomerisms annoy me. I guess the thing is, like, the Xenomorph is supposed to be scarier than this. You know, it's like where one is a threat, you know? And unless, like, you are really good, one can kill you. Whereas here, they just kind of, like, bump into you a little bit. It's the spitter! What's that spitter do? Does she spit or swallow? I do not know. There's the prowler. I mean, the hunter, right? Hey, don't shoot me, genetic instrument.
Wow. Our fights in Paula Station went very differently. Sorry. Have you seen a gray-striped xenomorph?
The gray-striped xenomorph is his crazy ex-girlfriend that got,
Surface. Did you make any arrests?
We can't discuss cross operations on an open channel, Doc.
So the answer is no.
Right. Yeah, of
You know
course.
what's funny? I know everything that's going on in this game because I read the book. That magnificent bastard, I read the book! So basically, his psycho ex-girlfriend got face-hugged, and that became like a super intelligent xenomorph because it was exposed to the black goo from Prometheus. I know it's pronounced Prometheus, but Prometheus sounds funnier. And so I guess she's gonna be a boss! See, that was cool. It'd be nice if the game wasn't a giant wave shooter. I guess I have a problem with the fundamental nature of the game, in that it would be better if it was just one lone Marine, you know, exploring the station, opening up new pathways and stuff like that.
Somebody bagged a few bugs here.
But we're just running to and from areas, waiting for something to happen, and it just...
Rigged some pipes to blow.
Got a mechanical failure in the door.
It's better than it could be. It's remarkably not awful. Ambush in the rear, that's not fun. That sounds painful. Hopefully there was some proper lubrication on that. Graphics look perfectly okay. Perfectly not awful. And see, look, if each xenomorph could be, like, legitimately powerful, then this would be perfect. I think there could be chances for proper modding to make it work. And yeah, at least this isn't Colonial Marines. It is not. It most assuredly is not. But it's not the second coming of Aliens either, and so I think that's... I don't know.
Exploding Xenos. That's
Dude,
just
the shit you saw on that station that I read about...
Marines, cut the door.
Well, Beta there's spazzing out like you'd expect. How like a beta male to spaz out.
Ain't those Seegson robots?
Yeah, well, Seegson used to own Katanga.
So, yeah, I mean, realistically, that guy saw a,
Front and back, circle up.
So realistically, the dude we're trying to save saw a giant spider-human hybrid, I think. Or it might have been another character, but still. Oh no, are there going to be more swarms? I gotta admit, I've been looking forward to playing this. I gotta like, not let my inner fanboy be like, oh, we're killing xenomorphs again. But it's kind of hard not to do that.
The halls between you and me are 120 below zero, so...
Why not just send in the, you know... Herein lies another logical issue. Okay, so... We've got these two androids, these two genetic infantrymen, two GIs, helping us out. They're doing a lot better than random humans, just saying.
You'll have to cut the refrigerant to reach me. It broke the valve. Tossed the wheel in a side room. Sorry.
You know, dude, the fact that you survived, that's the most unrealistic thing ever. Ross, dude, this is Aliens Fireteam Elite. I kind of gave up on AVP because I couldn't figure out where the hell I needed to go. I just kind of said, fuck the game. Like a certain AVGN once used to say. My face are gonna praise it, so this license is gonna be a dime a dozen hordes. These games are cookie cutter because they make money. That's why. And yeah, if this wasn't for the Aliens license, this would be nothing. You know? It's still better than it... Here's the thing, though. Oh, crap.
Just attach it to the valve in the pump room.
I will say this, though. It makes the Hunter... Oh, I mean, the Prowler... a little less scary since you can get him off of you. In Left 4 Dead 2, you just die. Which I think makes the whole teamwork aspect work a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, the developers for this game played it 100% safe. They knew this was going to work, and it does. They knew they had no money, which they didn't.
Don't worry, it's just a flesh wound.
And what they got is a perfectly adequate game, but it's certainly no Aliens Infestation, that's for sure. I mean, to be perfectly honest, if they were going to do another Aliens game, I'd love it if Aliens Infestation got a PC port.
Watch your ass.
like a lot of those iOS games, like one of those Deus Ex things. Yeah, crank that valve. Bushy tower.
It's already getting red hot in there. Move fast, fire team.
Great.
Move fast,
Now you're much more
fire team. That's a good line of dialogue.
In theory.
Just run. See, no Xenomorph should be that easy to kill. You try doing that AVP, you'll die.
Get hot.
Like, you would literally just be eradicated.
Shutdown imminent.
And yet, you know, for me, I gotta admit, I am having fun. No, Alpha Male's gonna die! Because he's all the way back there. Oh crap, go, 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 go. Sorry, Alpha Male. We can't go back for you because, well, you know. Okay, we might actually die. I'm not really trying that hard. No, Beta! So the game kind of implied that you needed to hurry up, so we kind of didn't plan this very well.
Big ones! Is that... No strikes. God.
Oh, it's just your Psycho ex-girlfriend come to say hello. Oh, we are so fucked. I blame, Steam for that. Oh man, I am so dead. No, maybe not. Yep, dead.
Yeah, we were so close.
Fish and mailed. I think we'll try to beat that level. I'll actually, you know, pay more attention. Yes, can we just start it up again? Come on. Return to the Ever, report to CEO. Wait a minute. Can I just restart? The game didn't say I could. And also look at that. That is one chunky mouse cursor. I didn't really want to return to base, so I guess I'm going to be resurrected. Linear level design, slow movement. The only thing I'd want, got a PC monitor port, that'd be nice. Resident Evil 4 camera. Yeah, that might work. I wouldn't mind playing a Resident Evil styled Aliens game. That might be pretty nice. And yes, that is a female.
I'm sure it's a glorious day in the Corps somewhere.
That is a
You and
female.
me both. Let's do this.
And of course, she does have that absolutely abominable accent that sounds worse than mine.
Hanaker is somewhere up on Katanga's mainframe decks. Looks like he's been searching for a safe place to hide from all the Xenos aboard.
I guess
Our
it must
mission
have
hasn't
checkpoints
changed.
somewhere, but I haven't
Find
found him.
Get him out alive.
Alright, so we're gonna try to rescue Hanaker from his psycho ex-girlfriend. For those who haven't read the book prequel to this,
You out there?
I
Sergeant Herrera.
already mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it again for those who might not have seen it. So, Hanaker here is the only survivor from Aliens Infiltrator, which was an alright book, and in that book, they mixed xenomorphs with the black goo from Prometheus. Haneker's ex-girlfriend got face-hugged, and the chest burster slash xenomorph actually remembered who he was, and then got exposed to black goo, and so it's like super intelligent,
Yeah, a lot clearer.
and made it up to this station
get
with
to
him.
me, you'll have to go through the network security room.
The novel just ends with him on the station about to die, so I guess he survived. I guess he must have survived, unless he's a zombie. So, I kind of like the little design we've got here. It's got a 90s vibe where he's got like a robot arm, but just the one robot arm.
I locked down the deck. The override's in network security up in the opposite.
Oh yeah, you also got like things where you can like super shoot, I guess. Which once again, it just... That's... You can tell that this is really cynical.
Okay? I heard gunfire.
The more I play this, the more I think, like, yeah, it would be really nice if this was just a basic first-person shooter slash exploration game, and it worked. The levels seem big enough to support that. But it is about as you'd expect. Did we get epic loot? Oh, we did.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I can see you on my monitors now.
I don't think you can play as a synthetic.
Wait, Xenomorphs, heading to you.
I feel bad for that one guy because I think does he have a beanie on? It looks like he has a beanie on. The worst of all headgear. At least the pulse rifle sounds mostly like it should. Also, you can see the really bad animation on the Xenomorphs. Let's look at the blood. They're also quite a bit too, like, slick looking. It's like they're really wet. Oh my. I don't know. This is still better than some of the 40K games that have been out recently. And just about anything is going to be better than that goddamn Colonial Marines. So, I don't know. I can't say I hate it, but can I recommend it? I just don't know. I just don't know. It's like, in good conscience, can I say it's a good game? Because I am fanboying out just a little bit. Just shred them. There's supposed to be some sort of Colonial Marine, you know, synthetic. They don't really explain. The thing is, they're not really supposed to be there. Those are supposed to be humans. But since I'm playing this single player, they gotta have something, and so they're synthetics. Go figure. And the game does indeed have its woke elements. You know, it does. It's like the females don't look female, like, at all. And you can't choose between male or female. You can choose between masculine or feminine. I'm not joking here. It is a thing.
Bypassing death. Bypassing death. Bypassing death.
Oh, stop bypassing damage, Alpha. I mean, I don't know if I'd even really recommend this on sale, because if you're a giant Aliens fan like me, then it's like, oh my god, it's another Aliens game, it's the greatest. But I don't imagine playing this past, like, once. Because all you're gonna get out of this game is...
Our fights in Paula Station went very differently.
Yeah, I bet they did. So, like,
have you seen a gray stripe
in the book, the
Strange.
people on Paula Station were really, really stupid.
Down
Like,
to the surface.
the cages they were holding the Xenomorphs in were made of substandard materials, and there was one button that you had to press that let every creature out. Just one button. It's like, who hired these people, and why?
Your work, Doc.
They've been trying to get at me. I rigged the pipes.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually tired, so that's your lot when it comes to Fireteam Elite. I might play it a little bit more later, but is it good? I guess it's competent. Is it bad? Yeah, it is because it's cynical. It simply is, I guess is the best way to put it. Week after next, I'm going to be coming back with some more AVP Classic 2000. We'll play a little bit more of this. But until then, I am General Lotz, wishing you good AVP Classic 2000, and Fireteam Elite, whatever, makes you happy.